Hello everybody, this is Guy Games, and welcome back to Crossout Let's Build. And today I got a little bit of small preparation stuff going on, but we're gonna build the essentially most expensive Leviathan ever in the game, effectively and viable. So do note the word viable right there, because just using an utter spam of movement parts can result in a more expensive vehicle, but let's get building anyways. So we're gonna start. Note that everything here is fused into at least one thing or another. And this thing, we actually have a little bit more space than I thought, so let's move everything one back. And here we go. And I do actually want to have some internal wheels. So let's see if we can. Wait. Oh wait, these are mules. Why am I putting mules up? I want normal Bigfoot reinforced. And again, as always, this is a promotional account, so I cannot send this thing into battle like normal players can. But I think you guys should be happy that that is not possible instead of sad, so don't think that's too bad. So I want to use some internal wheels, but I'm not sure how much space that will give us to actually work with stuff. So we might change that out, and we're also going to change this out a little bit more. Because I want to have a little bit more space in the back here, and actually I need to use 2x4 frames, not 4x4 frames. Because otherwise there is no extra space there. Because we are going to use a handful of porcupines. And these are fused into reloading, so rapid fire porcupines. I'm gonna also put 2 up front here. And let's see how we're gonna do the rest of the build. I think I want to go for 2x4 frames here. Pull this thing 2 forward, and then we might have enough space. Although, actually, I think we shall have to do the same with the rear. We need to free up enough space to actually get a cabin in there, so yeah. Can we put a step spider? Step spider would fit. Werewolf will fit. That's cool. Because werewolf, although actually does have a really low acceleration, doesn't it? Let's compare the acceleration a little bit with the step spider here. Doesn't look to matter too much, and the werewolf is just a little bit of a trolly one because if it dies, it just, like, you do not have to kill if it just explodes, because you still have to destroy the drone, and it's sometimes a real pain to actually destroy that little tiny drone. So let's find a space for our Apollo. I think we can, let's put it a little bit asymmetrical, because otherwise it doesn't fit there. Gonna put some ammo packs in there as well. But that's gonna dip it down like that. That fits in there pretty well. Do I have one more? Can I put that in there? Doesn't look like I can. So I think should 3 be enough? 3 expanded ammo packs? Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough. Well, we should go and add a pair of normal small ammo packs, and to make sure that everything is enough ammo, etc. Oh, I see. Here we go. If I just go under here, there. Ammo and everything is stored. So let's get onto the weaponry of the other thing. And those are reloading scorpions. Rapid fire scorpions is galore as well here. And we might actually want to put this thing underneath here as well, if it fits. Does look like we can fit it, so now we're just gonna put both of them on the sides here and here. Screw it. Gun needs to be on here, so Gotta push this one forward so we can actually put a bulky floor in the back here. There we go. And next up is the engine, because we are going to run a reinforced colossus for even faster reloading. This thing is just literally built on getting as much rapid fire out of all of the guns as humanly possible. And let's get on to the armor on the side. Taking out how these ones space out. Let's see, can we place them on there? Looks like we have to put it one higher. There we go. So for now, I'll just stick them on there and expand on here. Need 4 of those. Then we got 4 of the bores. They're gonna fit in the same spot. And then 1 referee on one each side. And on to actual armor now. So this is a 4 wide space, so we're gonna fill up at least like a decent portion of it with just these 6 APC roof parts, because that's really convenient for me to place there. And we are going to put 2 of these tractors in each side here as well. Although actually, oh wait, it doesn't fit on this side, of course. And let's change these out to these 2. Actually, we have 6 of these, so we might as well just put it on both sides this way. Because we only have to change the front half of this into a pair of, where are you guys? The quarter walls. I don't think this will fit, but no. Looks like we'll have to do it this way for 2, and then a broken radiator inside here. Actually, wait a second. Let's put in a radio in there. Radio might help for just detecting everything and whatnot. And of course we need a radar detector. So let's put it in here. It's connected up to explosives, yes, but if people reach those explosives, we're probably gonna go boom anyways for quite a bit of damage, so I won't even bother that much protecting those parts. Onto the next layer of armor. And we will be using some other heavy armor parts as the APC side panels and whatnot. But first off, we need to take a look at where we're going to place the guns exactly. Because we have 8 scorpions that we have to put on here in total. So 59, and that would be 65. I am forgetting something. And that something would be cloak. So I think I'm gonna put the cloak module on the back here. And I'm gonna change this one to up top. Let's see if the gun on the top can actually fire to things on the side. This thing definitely is not fast. Holy damn. And there we go with the accuracy of the Leviathans is really not good. So there we go. That's good. I'm gonna put a small bucket floor on these ones and on these ones to make sure those stay on. That one's already covered. That one's put directly on the cabin, so that should be good as well. And let's get on to the rest of the armor. And let's put this one forward in each side to have a slightly better firing angle sideways. And it also allows me to put some of these strengthened slopes in the back. Right here. And then a small tank side part right there. And we'll be continuing this one a little bit upwards. With that, we should have actually. I'm gonna make it a little bit more thin. It looks a little bit better. And on here we have to change to some of these small parts before going back to the bigger parts. Then up front, of course, we are gonna need some terrain plows, because terrain plow. What is what's such a big Leviathan without terrain plows, right? And we will also be needing some small plows right here, and then when we get some more parts to fit on there, let's see. Let's actually take the frame that I took from right here. Take it away for a second. Put that right here, because I do want to have these things mounted pretty well. And then find something else to mount the actual gun on. ABC door should be good enough. It should do the job. Connecting that up. Then we need another normal 4x4 plate to cover, actually 6x4 plates. I think I want to take a 4 of these downstreams, because the downstreams look really cool on there. And then we are going to continue to the ventilation boxes. No, APC door. Put 2 APC doors right there. Gonna do the same, another pair of these ventilation downstream, downstream parts. Because the downstream parts look absolutely gorgeous when you push them out a little bit further, though. Next up, probably armoring the actual real guns, because real guns do like to have some armor around them. Gonna put 2 plates like that right there. Oh my god, this thing is so slow. Why the hell is this thing so slow? Oh well. Could be probably be like the amount of wheels overall. This gun's gonna fire pretty well, so that should be good enough. Then next up we have to take some of these kind of parts. And we cannot put them on the center here, so we have to take 2 and pull them towards the center. And that's all we got in terms of storage. Although we can actually, if these fit, yeah, those fit. Those are a little bit stronger. So that's a good option as a replacement for those. And we're going to continue on the sides here as well, further along. And we should be able to get some plates like this. Here, 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 and here. And with those, we can add some observation pods to the sides of these guns, further protecting them. Gun depression is good enough. Now we have to find a way to mount another one on this section. And this will actually do the job for us, probably. We actually do it like this, but then we got it. Oh, no storage. Wait, here we go. That's good. Way better. Now we need to find some replacement stuff for here. I think this does the job, although... I like it this best. This way I like it best. So we're gonna put some parts here and here, so we get a bit more of a smooth slope. And we are going to put a APC side part underneath here and underneath there as armor in between there. And we are going to put some small detailing parts here and here, because why the hell not? I like to detail stuff up a little bit at least. And I'm into the wrong section. Headlights is what we need here. And we're gonna grab that little part there again. Gotta go back to armor, that's a little bit easier. With that, actually, I don't even need that even. It's actually way easier by just take those two here. And bring those over here. We're all done with that section. And I don't think this one fits, but this one should fit. There we go. I'll bring that further up. And get some armor for the front actually of the gun. Probably is the best idea after we get some more armor here. 2 of these plates, then 2 of these. A lot of APC parts here, guys. A lot of them, indeed. Now we only have 1 APC door left, but I really want to have 2 of those so we can actually do this. So I guess we're taking the APC part again. Yes, guys, I know I still really change my mind way too often on builds like this. But I want things to look good, so changes have to be made to do that sometimes. And we do have this huge space underneath here still. How are we going to fill that up? There's no place for us to fit this. Let's try a 6 long part instead then. 6 long parts fill that up perfectly. Wow. Two on each side. And for now I'm gonna do it like this, but I might actually change them to some headlights later on. But those shapes are fine. There's still have 4 of these left, and those still look really cool when placed in the right spot, if they at least allow me to place them. Oh, I deleted my scorpion. There we go. Let's get it back. There's still quite a bit of space underneath here that we actually have to fill up probably. But first I want to have this section here covered up, and it doesn't want to place. Dang it. Fit in there. Thank you. And with that, we will add this thing and do it on the same side as here. And then we can, I guess, add this. It's gonna be very little gun depression on that rear gun. This thing is really coming together now, so I do really like the looks, etc. of this. Utter monster. You guys really are lucky that I cannot send this into battle. For real. If we rotate this gun. Oh great, this is like collision issues already applying there, so it can only fit that way. Fun times. Because who doesn't like collision issues? Does that? You can just block those off. Sure, why the hell not? So let's get on to the front section here, because we do have to armor that up. I want to have the 45-degree angle here. Then let's see. Where are those parts? There we go. Small struts. Do they fit there? No, they do not fit there properly. Actually, I only have 6 parts remaining. So I have to take a little bit note of what I'm going to use here, because I also want to add some decor and whatnot, so yeah. Running out of parts, because having something this big is not big enough. Go for greater here. Small part, but I do want to have something to fit that up. Why can I not put... Okay, never mind that then. Let's see how we're gonna armor this gun up though. That gives some pretty bad gun depression up front, but it protects the gun really well, so... what do we have for the other parts otherwise? Torino bonnet. This is actually getting really confusing with the amount of scorpions. That's not gonna cut it either. Hot rod hood. Hot rod hood up there is actually looks really cool. Then we're gonna put another set of lights up there. And you know what, we are going to add that peaky blinder up top here. Because that just looks really good. I'm just gonna pull a part like that on there. And now I have 2 more parts to add decor. It's kind of painful that we only have 2 more parts. But what you're gonna do, right? Don't want to hurt that gun depression even more though. That gun can only really fire sideways right now. Anyways. I don't think it even matters anymore. So let's just put it there. So I have 1 more part remaining. And I did want to add some of those rear lights. I can find the proper ones back. I don't want to use those. There we go. Brake lights. And they are still automatically placed backwards by the game. And oops. There we go. So 1 more part. What are we going to use for that one last part? I don't think I don't think this thing fires fireworks out of its own, so I don't think we actually can use that. Oh, I know. And eagle sign right here. Guys, eagle signs are pretty good, amazing, and it just looks so pretty. Okay, do we have some good paint stickers for this thing? You know what? I want to use the cat. I want to use a cat right here, and I want to use a cat right here. I actually have to rotate a little bit. This one rotates in the wrong direction. Great. I'm gonna rotate it that angle, and I'm gonna have this one like 1 degree steeper as well. And there we go, we got the cats. Now let's go with some good old camouflage painting. Go for chrome for all the wheels, of course. Chrome on the other side. Then we have the danger pattern, which we're going to put up front for the plows. Don't really have to put that as danger. And for the rear, let's put those 2 as danger patterns. Don't really like those 2 as danger patterns, but I do want to have this on danger pattern as well. Then we do have to chrome the eagle and chrome the lights. We're not gonna let any detail slip, guys. So with that, should we? I like the camo more because it like looks like cloth right now, army cloth, and it looks really good. So let's just chrome the ambulance thingy as well. And let's load up something that we can actually use here as normal build to shoot at. This thing should do it. Almost 4,000 health. No, not disassemble the vehicle. Thank you. Gonna start turning on some of the AI bots as well. It's just cannon fodder. Guns are starting to fire up. Oh, the first barrels are being dropped. Look at that how rapid fire. Those things so quickly they shoot. Look at that. Boop. Boop. There goes the Leviathan. It has 5,000 health. Gee. It still fires the barrels. Okay, let's turn on the AIs again. Passive aiming Leviathan. Look at that. You won't even be able to get close to this thing. For real. It only has one radar though, so the probably improvement would be getting a second radar out as like a normal radar. Let's do that instead of the eagle actually. Let's put a radar antenna up here. Like this one, they won't really notice it, and this thing is mostly gonna shoot sideways anyways, so we might as well do it like this. So with that, there's a big backup to radar coverage, so you actually have to destroy that one. And most people are gonna assume as soon as you destroy that thing that the radar is gonna be out, but you have the radar detector as backup. I know that this thing is practically impossible to obtain. Like, Clan Wars people, I don't think they would suck all of the entire clan's resources to get stuff like this onto a single account. And if you would try to get this via normal coins, etc., you would probably be spending, like, it's already like at least 500 per. Actually, there's like 50,000 and 50,000 compared for the coins. Already would be like 50,000. So you would have to spend 1,000 per fused per gun here. 1,000 per gun. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13,000 euros or dollars or whatever to just get these guns, guys. That's beyond anyone's paycheck, to be honest, so yeah. Again, you guys are lucky that promotional account users cannot send stuff into battle, because I would say that this is worse to face than something like Steel Tyrant even. Also, guys, do you like the look of this thing, or do you think I should have made it even prettier? Because I do like it, but like I do see there's like a little bit improvement possible, probably. Even though the guns are so odd and like are really hard to armor around because of their giant hitbox. I still, they're still ridiculous, guys. And with this ability, of course, with the perk of reloading, they fire way faster than they should be. I mean, it got 20% faster reloading on just the engine, but it also has 10% faster reloading speed because of the gun's perk of diffusion. And machine gun fire. Instantly gone. Start stuff again. Boop. That one is beautiful. This is just beyond normal anymore. Yeah, guys, I assume you guys also have ideas for Leviathans yourself, so if you want to see any Leviathan as well, just suggest them, as always, in the comments, or join the Discord server and just ask there. Then you can, like, like send pictures of etc. of the things I made often into the Discord, and so you guys can get feedback. This guy's like with this specific one I did not, but with a lot of stuff I like sent pictures before I actually make videos about it. Boop. Death by porcupines for once. That doesn't really map much. This thing is gonna kill mostly with the scorpions. But still, the porcupines really make, especially when like people are chasing it, they'll just get shot up by 3 porcupines. Like, he would not be able to follow that just because of those freaking porcupines. So this thing protects itself against people chasing it. It has extreme range. It has rapid fire weapons with very high damage output that can blow up generators if hitting at the right angle. Sadly, they're not in, actually, sometimes I think Retchers might actually be one of the better weapons other than cannons. If you want to have a destructive one that tries to kill people before they can kill it, so to say. Because the Retchers, because how they shoot in an arc, actually are able to destroy the tower sometimes. And I'm just gonna get up here to take a look at what we can do from here. Let's kind of put it in this direction. And turn on the AIs. Have the first shots miss, of course. Oh, those wings firing in cohesion. That's so cool. Does seem to actually have a doable max range because I can actually see those guys, but they're not firing. Guess I'll be going down here then. Whee! Boop. Let's see when I get outside, when I get into firing range of that guy. Just aim the gun towards him at all times. Actually, let's go up here. So, there we go. Enough ground clearance to finally hit them. This is actually a good space to actually restart everything. For one last time. Because this is all the footage I can give you guys. All I can show you guys is just it shooting up bots forever. Actually, I have one idea. Let's check how much this thing can do against the spaced armor rig that I did a little while ago. Still alive. There you go. 3 actual volleys. That actually took quite a while. Damn. There's probably something doable at the acceleration end. You know what, actually, let's just take a look into that here. If we replace this entire section here, anti-ammo, with a step spider cap, I actually don't think it will fit here because of these two. I'll have to get that quarter wall, and it doesn't look like I can actually reach that. So I just grab it from the inventory. Put them in here. And that should be enough space. Almost to get that thing in there. Let's try it out. Oh, we fit it in there. There we go. Now, how are we gonna refit the explosives though? Because the explosives do have a little bit of an issue with connecting up everything. Like, like room-wise, actually. So here we go. We can actually take 2 of them in here. And 2 more should be able to fit that in here as well. That's the same height as those things, so we cannot really put it any further. But... oh wait. I can put them down lower. In that case, we're just gonna put them all four over here. And then we are going to put back the two other plates, the strengthened slopes, which we put. We have to rotate them this time though. Okay, what do we got asymmetrically? We got the Apollo in there, and that won't make it fit. Can we move that thing along there? Don't think we can, so let's figure out a solution here. We don't have many parts left, and I actually think I found my solution. But that gives us less parts to use, so I guess we're just putting that thing away. Not putting back the gun. Making sure we got the paint on there, even though it doesn't really change that much. It actually doesn't really help that much. Damn. I guess it's still decent though. Oh, we're now rotating it to the side. Rip the hover. Still really not doing much towards the big guy. I just killed it now. There we go. So yeah, guys, this is probably the biggest and expensive, well, not biggest, but most expensive Leviathan ever made in an effective manner. I mean, I could, again, I could make it more expensive by adding more Bigfoots and whatnot, but what's really the use of that instead of, like, actually arming it up and making it more lethal? So this might actually not be the most effective Leviathan out there. Mammos might actually work better, or pure spam of uh, mandrakes, or again red shirts. Those might actually be more effective than this, believe it or not. Simply because they either stay alive longer or have a more burst oriented damage output that can just one shot either the tower or like do crazy stuff really. But that's it. As always, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching this monster build. And yeah, feel free to suggest down below as always. And I'll catch you guys all later. Bye guys!